welcome to Mindless Entertainment. My name is Jesse Milestone, and if you haven't seen the new Joker trailer, you should. You should. We're going to talk about this in just a second here, but first I'd like to bring your attention to that got me right in the Fifi's shirt behind me, as well as the no one cares about your Fifi's shirt that I'm wearing. These are my new Fifi's shirts. You should get them. They're awesome. There'll be a link how about at the end of the video for more information about that, but it's on my Teespring. Anywho's, this is a movie. It's Joaquin Phoenix is going to be the Joker, in case you were not aware of this, in case you were not tuned into any of this at all. Joaquin Phoenix is going to be playing the Joker in this origin story, the likes of which we haven't really seen before in this universe. So we've had, the Dark Knight has a bit of Joker origin, this guy we still don't know where he comes from, he just comes. Where does he come from? Why? What's his deal? We don't know. So there are some, without even starting the trailer, right? There's just a lot of concerns that pop up, making an origin story about a villain that's so iconic, that has had so many appearances and iterations, has been played by so many different people, and has controversy around the role, even such as the death of Heath Ledger, and Jack Nicholson telling him not to take this role before you do it. So right there and then, Joaquin Phoenix is a great choice for a role like this, because the man is already a little bit unhinged, let's be honest. But then there's a lot of questions. Is he a transformative actor? Well, you watch him in Walk the Line, you might say yes. He definitely is transformed at points in his career. He's definitely very pointedly Joaquin Phoenix some of the time. So is he gonna be able to pull this off in a way that feels right, that feels true to the role? Are they going to be? DC has had some of its ups and downs in terms of how it's handled its material. Is this going to be an up or is it going to be a down? There's a lot of questions. So pop on the trailer and watch it, and all those questions just stop being relevant, I guess. They're there. They're not answered. They're not assuaged in any way by this trailer. They just don't seem relevant anymore, because you watch this trailer and it's this disturbing, upsetting, emotional, mesmerizing glimpse into somebody who we, of course, know becomes a very disturbed, murderous individual, and if you don't have the Fifis, if this trailer doesn't give you the Fifis, I don't know, man. So go watch it if you haven't. It basically sets up this person. They allude to him having a mental illness. In the trailer, they show him, being a clown, living a life as a clown, trying very hard to smile while getting sort of the crap end of the stick on a lot of things. So we're seeing the lead up into what's going to ultimately break him. And what's so fascinating and compelling about this trailer, what really makes you want to see the film, or at least it did for me, is that you understand. We go really in depth into this character in the beginning, but you understand that this is just the beginning of it. This is just the beginning. That this depth that we're getting from this character, and it's like the perfect teaser where we understand the depth that's there. Of course, in 2.5 minutes, they can't show it all to us. So we're intrigued, right? We're seeing this story of a broken man, a man who is completely broken to the point where he snaps and goes in some other completely different direction. This is a reclamation of power story. Clearly, here's somebody who's been shat upon, spit upon, broken down, kicked, who's going to reclaim his power by, as we know, because we know the Joker doing terrible things. And so we're just getting a tease as to how does he become this? We want to know a little bit more, right? What brought you to this place where you became so broken? Where were you? Who were you before that? Where did you go wrong? Where did you lose the chance to be the better person? Where did the path turn dark? And so it brings up all of those questions. And then of course, what is this Joker going to look like once he's actualized? We just get a little tiny taste of that in the trailer. So we're intrigued, we're compelled, we're brought along on this person's story, on this journey, and then we're not shown in any satisfactory way after what the result is, and that's what you're gonna go see the film for, of course. So this is just a brilliantly designed trailer, especially for a villain's origin story. It's fascinating. I am a little, I'm apprehensive about creating the Joker as a character who has sympathetic qualities. I don't know if that will work for his character or not. But again, like I said, when I watch this trailer, I'm not so much concerned as how this fits in the DC universe, as whether or not this is true to the character of the Joker or not. All I know is that this movie is going to be freaking intense, and that Joaquin Phoenix was absolutely the right choice for this role. Just his face and that thing, that cute sort of boyish innocence in his voice. whoa, I'm getting chills thinking about it. I watched it twice now, and both times I'm like, ugh. So I'm on board. I'm 100% on board. I don't know that this will be a respectful way to treat the origin of the Joker. I don't know if this will be a film that feels right or good in the DC universe that Warner Brothers is constructing. I don't know the answer to those questions. Those are still potential concerns that I have. What I do know is that this movie is going to be worth seeing. For sure. I have no doubt about that, for better or for worse. Another interesting thing about this that's clear to me, is that they're definitely going to use this movie as a vehicle to address mental illness, which is interesting because this is mental illnesses are of course invisible illnesses, and there's something that a lot of us to certain degrees or another have dealt with. I mean, even people who aren't suffering from chronic depression have frequently been depressed at some point in their life and relate to that, have had moments of their life where they feel isolated and alone and sad and sick and misunderstood, and have the world turn their back on them. So that's a really interesting, way to bring us emotionally on board to this project, as well as mental illness is something that doesn't get a lot of airtime. It doesn't get dealt with justice a lot in the media, because it's usually used as a really convenient, way to make a character more crazy, more, sad, more this, more that. And oftentimes it gets sensationalized or hystericalized in ways that just aren't necessarily healthy for that conversation. It's a big conversation. Mental illness is something that doesn't discriminate in who it affects, and it's obviously something that's real and something that's been frequently swept under the rug by, sorry, I just totally whited out there, that was weird, frequently swept under the rug by a lot of elements in our culture. So I'm really interested to see how they tackle that. That's something that they might not do well. They may do that very, very poorly. They may do it in a very insensitive way, or they may do a balls-ass job on it. It may go there. It may really have the courage to explore and examine the dangers and the risks that people are facing in their lives, the risk they're at when we can't give people the help they need. So it's a lot of interesting questions that this is bringing up. Anyway, those were my feelings on the trailer. I am very much on board. I am very much excited. So let me know what you guys think. Are you going to see it? Are you going to skip it? What are your concerns? What are you excited for? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, press that like button. That's how we do on Mindless Entertainment. As well as, share, comment, all that. There's a video popping up in the corner that says get involved with me. That will give you the links to these amazing t-shirts that you totally want. Patreon, social media, all different ways to get involved with this channel and help it continue to grow. I don't exist without you guys. So thank you so much as always for your support. And we'll talk again real soon. Oh, new catchphrase. God Empress out.